fuel, give me fire, give me double shot and time.
We are at the Hungarian O-Ring for the 9th race of Season 1 of the SCRL Sun Energy Whelen Euro Elite 1 Division. The 32 car of Max Anderson will be leading us to the green flags, and beside him is the 65 of Floyd Wilson. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. All 24 drivers are here. Bulldog 67, who won the last race at Cataluna, is our points leader. He has a 6-point lead over Tony Newman. Bulldog is starting 17th. Tony Newman is starting 16th. 9th race of the season. We'll have 3 to go after this. The championship is still wide open. Hungarian O-Ring. We used this track earlier in the season in the Whelen Euro 2 division. That race was won by Daryl Emma, his 2nd in a row. Bulldog 67 is looking to become the first driver to win back-to-back races here in the Whelen Euro 1 division. So we shall see if Hungarian O-Ring can deliver back-to-back race winners. But Max Anderson will be looking to join his brother Devin Anderson as the first brothers to win here in the Whelen Euro 1 division. But there are 22 other drivers that are trying to prevent Max Anderson and Bulldog 67 from winning here. Without any further ado, here are the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. Doesn't look like anybody's having... Oh. Maybe there is a car having a problem. Or it's just a slow start. Oh, yep, there is. The number 80 car of Tim Randolph. Not good. As you see Floyd Wilson trying to catch up to start side by side with Max Anderson. This is one of those tracks that has weird starting things. And we are racing here at Hungarian O-Ring. And Floyd Wilson is trying to get a huge jump as we head off into turn number 1. And he quickly takes the race lead. Again, this is one of those tracks that is broken. Nothing I can do. Here comes the 75, Adrian Ford, trying to get a 2nd place spot here. I don't test these tracks before we come here. I just run the race. So Max Anderson trying to defend against Adrian Ford, and does. And 4th is 57 car Mitchell Joey. And in 5th is Diego Yepes. So bad luck for Tim Randolph. There's our points leader, Bulldog. He is in front of Tony Newman. So good start for the number 36 car. Battle for position. Here comes the 29, Derek Edison, battling Marcus Sacchi. That car number on the car is 32, but is actually car number 31. It's the team car to Max Anderson, our race leader. Technically in 2nd place. As you can see, it's clearly the same car. It's just supposed to be different numbers, but for whatever reason, they made 2 of the same car. But they labeled one as 31. Floyd Wilson. A very interesting story happened to him at Cataluna. That track could only fit 24 cars, including the player car. And Floyd was not even able to start the race. So Yeah, because he was lower down in points. He was the only driver to miss that race. He was still awarded last place points. But in the very next race, Floyd Wilson takes the lead early on from Max Anderson. And Floyd will lead the first lap. And we are single file all the way through. There you see the 80 car. Tim Randolph has gotten on track, so he will at least complete a lap. So at least he can say he was competitive. Drivers have spread out quite a lot. It's basically follow the leader. No surprise there after the first race at Hungaroring. Not much to say really about these old tracks. They were made at a time in our 2003 was still being made, and yeah, not really the best of tracks to go to, but it showed up on the schedule, so we're doing it. Just be follow the leader all around this 2-mile road course. I mean, I can only build this up as best as I possibly can, but not even Benny Parsons, Ned Jarrett, Mike Joy could commentate better. Floyd Wilson, looking for his first career win. In his 9th career start. Max Anderson in second place, started on the pole. Didn't even lead the first 100 feet before he got passed by Floyd shortly after the start-finish line. That's a complete lap number 2. The third is Adrian Ford. 4th, Mitchell Joey. 5th, Diego Yepes. 6th is the number 72, Devin Anderson, our Hungaroring race winner. 7th is Hans Device, looking for his 2nd win of his entire career. Unless a lot of stuff has to happen if he wants to pick up win number 2. Derek Edison, a longtime race driver in this league, has not yet won in this series. Marcus Sacchi coulda, woulda, shoulda been a Truck Series champion, but was taken out in the last race at Las Vegas. I'm sure that still stings that driver to this day. Coulda been a champion. 44, Greg Lee, multiple-time race winner in this league. Not having a too great of a season here in the Whelen Euro 1 division. Steve Larker dominated at Cataluna. Got passed in the last few laps by Bulldog 67, who went on to win that race. 12th is Mark Owen, still looking for his first career win. 13th, Alexander Rowe, longtime race driver. Still looking for his first championship and win this season. Of course, the current championship points leader, Bulldog 67, came in with a 6-point lead over Tony Newman. He is a former one-time champion here in this league, won the first ever championship in the then O&L NASCAR Legends Series. Tony Newman, the only, one of 2 drivers that won twice this season at Circuit the Spa and Red Bull Ring, otherwise known as Österreich Ring. Jeff Bright, not having a great season, without a doubt. Hassan Evan, same for him. Nothing to talk about, really. Mohammed Zain Abdullah has, I believe, 1 or 2 wins in his career. Not really a well-established name, but has found success. Ryan Rush, our Circuit the Spa last-place finisher, has shown he has talent. Just not had the luck starting in the back a lot of times. Toby Fox, our Brands Hatch race winner, the second ever race in series history. Need HPK, of course, the first driver to win 2 times in this series at Estro and Kyalami. Set Ismail, not that great of a driving career so far. Matt Hamill, still looking to make a name for himself. And Tim Randolph. That driver stalled at the start and is just barely still on the lead lap. So Randolph's team was able to hit that car back out on track to repair a flat tire. There you see Floyd Wilson with a 3.8 second lead over the rest of the drivers. So we got 9 races to go here in Season 1. I believe our next race will be at Monaco. That race will be not fun to say the least, because we went to Monaco in the Whelen Euro 2 division, and let's just say less about that race said is the better. It was a very uninteresting race, which it can't really be blamed because Monaco is never really that great of a race to begin with. Track. And of course, after we go to Monaco, for the first time ever in Whelen series history, not just Whelen Euro 1, but 2, Southern, and 1, we will be racing for the very first time at Silverstone, that legendary track in the UK. So that should be a fun race, depending on which version we use, which I'll have to look and see which tracks can hold all these cars. And then the season finale at Nuremberg. And since this race should be uploaded before the season finale, we should have both 1 division and 2 end in the same either day or back-to-back days. And again, if your driver wins the championship, you will have the honor of picking what series we do next. That is the reward for every champion from here on out. You get to pick whichever series we do next. As long as it's not the series we had just completed or the series before that. Like for example, if say Floyd Wilson wins the next 4 races and wins the championship, as we're halfway, Floyd will get to pick which series we do next. He would not be eligible to pick the, of course, Whelen series because we have just completed that. And he cannot pick the Busch series because we completed that before we went to Whelen. So that's an example. Of course, Floyd is currently last in points, entering Hungaroring. But today, he will, barring something happening in the next 4 laps, will pick up his first win of his career, I believe. And oh, we got 2 cars on pit road. That's the 77 of Diego Yepes and the 83 of Han Device. Whoa, we got the 1 car, Jeff Bright, off track as well in turn 1. But he's able to continue on, and no caution is out. Not sure what happened to those drivers. And Bulldog has picked up several spots, so has Tony Newman, because those spins. So that means that'll help Tim Randolph some if he can come off a turn number, what is this, 10? Randolph should be able to pass these two drivers, and Randolph will actually gain some spots in this race. As he goes by the 84 and the 77, 83. Floyd Wilson continues to hold a 3.9 second lead over Max Anderson. We have absolutely no battles on track. Everybody has spread out completely. Which Floyd Wilson doesn't mind because he is the race leader. 4 laps to go. As Floyd laps the 83 and 77 cars respectively. Whatever happened, it didn't bring out a caution, so. Floyd looking for his first win after not even starting in the last race. What a interesting last few races he's had. But he has a chance to right all the wrongs. Finished last in the last race. Trying to get his first win in the very next event. Kind of like what Dale Jarrett did years ago at Charlotte, I think it was. He failed to qualify North Wilkesboro. The next race, he won at Charlotte. There you see the lead. Max Henderson just now entering the S's. Let's go on board with the 32 car. And that was a half lap around Hungaroring, and we actually have a caution. I'll be. Floyd Wilson is the race leader. So here's the cause of caution. The 29, Derek Edison, currently running in the 5th spot. Actually, it started when Devin Anderson got off track. And Derek Edison just goes into turn 1. He wheel hops. And Edison slides off track into the gravel. Slows up. As you see, Greg Lee passes Marcus Sanchi. And this is going to cause a chain reaction as Derek Edison's car backs up. Where is he? There he is. 25, Alexander Rose able to pass. Bulldog 67 slows down. Adrian Ford slams on the brakes. And there's a bug where, of course, the cars will slide around the track like that. See the 84 going by on the high side. Mohammed Zain Abdullah slams on the brakes but nails Derek Edison right there. And that's the cause of the caution. Take it back to the restart. So unfortunately that caution ended the race, but we will extend this race 2 laps for a green-white checkered. So from Floyd Wilson all the way down to Tim Randolph, they will complete in the green-white checker. Derek Edison, Diego Yepes, and Han Device will finish where they are right now. And we will take you to green-white checker attempt number 1 right now. And we are back. We are at green-white checkered attempt number 1 here at Hungaroring. If at any point during the green to the white we have another caution, we will extend this race another 2 laps for green-white checkered attempt number 2. So everyone but Hans Device, Diego Yepes, and Derek Edison will not compete in the, of course, green-white checker attempt number 1. And we are racing here at Hungaroring. And this time the 32 Max Anderson was ready. Side by side, heading off towards turn number 1. Max Anderson, who started on the pole and the scheduled distance, didn't lead a single lap, trying to reclaim it here in green-white checkered. Can he clear? Floyd Wilson heading off into turn number 2. Side by side. Floyd Wilson not giving up, still side by side. And he should have the preferred line entering this turn. Max Anderson not giving up. He wants to become the first pair of brothers to win in this series, joining Devin. Still side by side for the race lead, as well as for third. Can Anderson clear? Yes, he does. With a power move. Wow. And Floyd Wilson is slowing. Coming out of the turn, he loses to third. He's about to lose fourth to Greg Lee. Wow, Floyd Wilson's race just went bad in 2 turns. Led every single lap during the scheduled distance, and now he falls back to third. While Max Anderson assumes the race lead. There's his brother, Devin Anderson. So you got the Anderson brothers, 1 and 2. Max is trying to get his first win of the season. Devin is trying to get his second of the season. We are keeping an eye on the... Actually, there's Hassan Evan. Hassan Evan is in this race. It's just the 83 car that's not. And whoa, NHK drove it into that turn, trying to pass Said Ismail, and she does with no problem. Max Anderson leads him off the final turn. Looking for the white flag. 1 lap to go. This race is official. No green-white checker attempt number 2. Can Max Anderson hold off his brother Devin for his first SCRL Whelen Sun Energy Elite 1 division race win? But Devin Anderson is trying to close in. Looks like it's going to be a fight between the Anderson boys. Max, a longtime veteran. Devin trying to make a name for himself here in the SCRL. He did by picking up a win in just his 5th start at Hungaroring. Does he have enough time to catch his brother, though? Doing everything he can. See, Floyd Wilson has passed Greg Lee for third. He's trying to catch back up to these 2 brothers, but I don't think he has enough time as we go through the S's. Max is on defense right now. Remember, Devin has to beat Max. Max doesn't have to beat Devin, if that makes any sense. Because right now, Devin has to catch up to Max, but Max looking to not make a mistake. Oh, he hits the rumble strips. Here comes Devin, closing in the gap. There it is. Heading through the final few turns. And the last turn, I don't think it's going to be enough. Off the final turn, Max Anderson becomes the first pair of brothers to win here in the Whelen Euro 1 division. He wins here at Hungaroring. And this race is over. Here are your race results. Max Anderson scores his first win of the season. Second is brother Devin Anderson. Third, Floyd Wilson. Fourth, Greg Lee. Fifth, Mark Owens. Sixth, Mitchell Joey. Seventh, Alexander Rowe. Eighth, Adrian Ford. Ninth, Steve Locker. And 10th is Tony Newman. Points leader Bulldog 67 finished 14th. He came in with a 6-point lead. He will lose 4 of that, so he should have a 2-point lead between those two drivers. But we'll take you to victory lane with the number 32 car of Max Anderson. Here are the point standings at the 9th race of the season at Hungaroring. Bulldog 67 has a 2-point lead over Tony Newman. Third is Devin Anderson, 12 points behind. Fourth, Greg Lee, 14 points behind. And fifth is Steve Locker, 19 points behind. Sixth is Max Anderson, who just won a Hungaroring. Seventh is Alexander Rowe. Eighth, Mitchell Joey. Ninth, Hassan Oven. And 10th is Marcus Sachi. 11th is Derek Edison. 12th, Mark Owens. 13th, AHBK. 14th, Jeff Bright. 15th, Toby Fox. 16th, Diego Yepes. 17th, Han Device. 18th, Mohammed Zain Abdullah. 19th, Tim Randolph. And 20th is Adrian Ford. 21st, Seth Ismail. 22nd, Matt Hamill. 23rd, Ryan Rush. And 24th is Floyd Wilson. That is your point standings at the 9th race of the season at Hungaroring. We will next see you at the 10th race of the season at the Monaco circuit. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.